You have no idea how much power resides in your name. Today, I'm going to reveal something to you that no one has ever told you. Your name may be attracting prosperity into your life or completely blocking your financial growth. And I know it sounds crazy, I know it sounds mystical, but it's not. The Bible talks about this. God changes names when He is going to change destinies. And when you understand why this is the case and how to use your name the right way, you will unlock doors that have been locked for years. And I'll say more. When you finish this video and apply it, you will feel a change in your mind, in your spiritual energy, and in the environment around you. If you feel like you're trying hard, working, praying, but it seems like something invisible is always pulling you back, stay here with me. You may discover that the problem was never a lack of effort, but lack of revelation. Here is where faith meets strategy and where people tired of struggling alone find direction to prosper with God, without guilt and without fear. And let me tell you something with much love. Prosperity doesn't begin in your wallet. It begins with identity. It starts with the name. If the enemy controls your identity, he controls your mindset. If he controls his mindset, he controls his results. And look, I'm not here to sell you cheap miracles, not even to charm you with words. I'm here to unlock what God has already planned for your story, but you haven't accessed it yet because you lacked knowledge. Listen to this. In the Bible, every time God wanted to change someone's financial, spiritual, or emotional state, He changed that person's name. Abram became Abraham, and only after that came the promise of multiplication. Sarai became Sarah, and only then was she able to conceive. Jacob became Israel, and only then did he break with a life of struggle and deceit and was established as a prince. Simon became Peter, and only then was he the foundation for transforming the world. Do you understand the depth of this? The name is not just a label. The name is a spiritual decree. A name carries an identity, a calling, a destiny. And here's the problem. Some people keep repeating their own name as if it were a sentence of defeat. When he opens his mouth, he says, "I'm unlucky. I am broken. I am in debt. I am small. I am limited." And heaven responds to what you declare. Life responds. The spiritual world responds. You are knocking on the door of prosperity, but saying with your mouth, "I am not worthy of her." And today God brought you here to turn that key, because you can have the best plan, the best deal, the best intentions, but if your identity is still tied to the old you carry the name of who you were, not who God said you will be. And I'll show you how this works in practice. I'm not just talking about the literal meaning of your name. I'm talking about what you activate spiritually each time you say, "I am." And today, I'm going to teach you how to identify if your name is tied to a limited identity, to rededicate His name to God and declare the financial and spiritual identity that He has given you. Because maybe the world has called you a failure, of debtor, of a frustrated dreamer, from someone who will never win. But God calls you heir, head, prosperous, ruler, undertaking of faith, administrator of the kingdom. And when you start calling yourself by the name God gave you, not just the human name, but the spiritual name, the doors will begin to respond to Him. I needed to go through this. I've already experienced financial chaos. I've heard people labeling me before. I've called myself incapable before. Until the day I understood that while I was responding to the name of defeat, I could never enter the promised land. And that's when I stopped saying, "I'm screwed. I'm unlucky. I am in debt. I am limited." And I began to say, "I am chosen. I am prosperous. I am an instrument of God to generate wealth and transform lives." That's when the doors started to open. Customers showed up, strategies emerged, ideas and opportunities began to align. It wasn't magic, it was identity. And today you will experience that too. But before I give you the tool, I need to prepare you, because what I'm about to give you now, it's simple yet powerful. and those who apply it will feel the difference within the next few hours. Now that you understand the principle, let's move on to the practical part. This is the moment that separates those who only listen from who you will experience the miracle. Your name and everything you declare after I am is a spiritual key. It's the password that unlocks your destiny. And pay attention to what I'm going to tell you. The spiritual world doesn't respond to what you want. What does it answer you? Becomes. And you become what you declare. So here's the first step. 1. Acknowledge the name you've been carrying in your soul. Perhaps your legal name today is, I'm the guy who went broke. I'm the businessman who didn't succeed. I am the person who tried and failed. I'm the one who always pays off debts and never has anything left over. I am the one who works hard and sees little. You don't say that out loud, but deep down, you believe it. And if you believe, this governs you. If your heart still responds to the name of defeat, there's no point in asking for prosperity. First, you need to free yourself from the label that's holding you back. Then say, in a low voice or in your mind, I now break with all identity associated with failure, misery, and limitation. Because prosperity begins by breaking an internal pact with the old self. Second step, 2, state the name God gave you. God never called you broken. He never called you a failure. He never called you incapable. He called you son, heir, administrator of the kingdom, blessed, prosperous, multiplier. And now you're going to declare this. I am chosen, I am prosperous, I am full of wisdom, I am a steward of God's riches. Do you understand? It's not about arrogance. It's about correct spiritual identity. If you are not called by the name God calls you, heaven doesn't recognize your password. Third step, 3, dedicate your name to the right purpose. Some people want to prosper just to prove something to someone, or to escape the fear of poverty, or for competition. And that name might even make money, but it never manifests true prosperity. So now you're going to say, my name serves the kingdom. My wealth will have a purpose. I am ready to manage whatever God puts in my hands. When God entrusts resources, he tests the person's name first. He asks, does this son know who he is? Because if he doesn't know, he loses. Fourth step, 4, activate your name in the physical world. Now, you're going to write your full name on a piece of paper and write below, called to prosper, govern and multiply, anointed to generate resources and transform lives, blessed to build, not just to receive. And for 3 days, you will declare your name aloud with purpose. Example, I, Lucas Andrade, am called by God to prosper, lead and multiply. Replace it with your name, of course, and speak with conviction, not with doubt, because when you speak with conviction, the spiritual world responds. Fifth step, and this is the part that almost no one talks about. 5, change the way you sign your life. When making a plan, sign your name. When writing down a goal, sign your name. When defining a project, sign your name. Is this symbolic? Try. But it is prophetic. And prophetic symbolism opens portals of destiny. Jacob became Israel when signed the new identity card. Abram became Abraham when signed a new promise. Today you will begin signing up for your new phase. Now take a deep breath, because I want to talk to you who are still afraid. You who are thinking, but what if it doesn't happen? What if I declare it and nothing changes? What if God doesn't want me to prosper? I will answer you with love and firmness. Doubt is the spiritual name for failure. Faith is the spiritual name for prosperity. You don't depend on the bank. It doesn't depend on the economy. It doesn't depend on the past. You depend on the name that God has written for you. And he wrote prosperity. Not empty luxury, prosperity with purpose, growth with purpose, wealth with purpose. And now, pay attention. This video doesn't end here. because you activated your identity, but you still need to activate your daily financial energy. There's a 21-second spiritual practice that unlocks the flow of abundance, and thousands of people have reported miracles afterward. You learned how to liberate your identity, but identity without daily activation, it does not sustain prosperity. So you need to go to the next video now, the 21-second prayer that activates the infinite flow of abundance, and I'm going to teach you word for word. Before you go, comment here. My name carries prosperity. This seals the deal in the spiritual world. Now click and continue your activation.